What's going on, YouTube? I'm back again today, and I'm actually going to be doing story time. So today, before I get started, hope everybody is definitely staying safe with everything going on, washing your hands, just protecting yourself, protecting your energy and all of that. So, before we get started again, make sure y'all like, subscribe my video. Alright, today on Yarns Open Corner, I will be having story time. Guys in jail. Wow. Damn. It's been a year. And it was a long, wasteful. My ponytail is cute. It was a long wasteful year, honestly. But let me jump right into it. So, about last year, the guy that I went to school with was locked up. And he was locked up with a mutual friend, baby daddy, whatever. So, she ended up giving him my number. And he called me. So, we're just talking, catching up. And mind you, I haven't talked to him in years since we had graduated. I would see him on social media, but then he would disappear for a while, come back, disappear, in and out of jail, whatever. And mind you, I've never messed with anybody that was locked up or type stuff like that. So he called me, we just catching up, like, how you doing? Stuff like that. So the call was short because there wasn't that much money on the phone. So he's like, can I write you? So I was like, sure. So he wrote his first letter. I got it. I smiled. I was like, oh, this is cute. I ain't look into it like that. I was just like, okay, he in jail. He ain't shit. That's exactly what I thought. And I should have stayed with that thought from the very beginning. So I ended up writing him back. And then he ended up calling me again. So, me being generous, I was like, I can put money on the phone just so you got somebody to talk to, have a little pen pal to write. I'm just so naive at this point. It's ridiculous. Like, come on now. So, some months go past. We start talking a lot more, start writing a lot more, getting to know each other a lot more. And the question came up. I asked him, like, do you have a girlfriend? And he told me something like that. Right there, that should have been a red flag, honestly. But it was, and then it wasn't. Because I'm like, well, if you got a girlfriend, why you talking to me? I'm really naive, y'all. Like, it's ridiculous how much of a dumbass I was. So please don't be like that. Please don't. So he was like something like that. So I'm like, okay, kind of blew it off. And I just ignored the whole fact of it. Like, I'm like, you know what? That ain't real. That relationship, some bullshit. Yeah, all right. So, again, talking more, whatever the case. So, I started going to see him. I started doing video visits. And it was just like, I started falling hard for him. Like, I really did. And I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is he doing? Like, come on now, pull it together. Like, I really started falling for him. And, it was just, everything was happening so fast because it felt so right. And I'm like, it was in a sense like, I'm going to give him a chance because I didn't give him a chance in high school. So I'm going to give him a chance now. Ended up giving this man a chance. We kept it going for a while up until he got out last year. We kept it going. I was going to see him more, talking to him more. When it was close to him getting out, I started buying him things. Like, I had booked us a hotel room for him when he would get out. Just a bunch of nice things that I would do. So the day came that he got out. And I was so nervous because, again, I have not seen this man since we graduated high school. I ain't seen him on the streets. I ain't seen him in the stores. So it was just like, I'm about to see a stranger, pretty much. Pretty much, that's what it was. And My best friend went to go pick him up. You know, I was real excited. He called me. He was like, yeah, babe, I'm about to be out there in a minute. I was like, okay, such and such outside waiting for you. So, okay, you know, she get him and I face it. I was so excited. Like, it's making me smile because I was really excited at the time. So, okay, he ended up coming to the hotel room. Had, you know, it wasn't nothing big. I had no rose colors and no shit like that. Because I was tired, for one. I had worked the day before that and I was tired as a bitch. So, you know, I just had him some nice clothes and stuff laid out. It was nice. And everything was nice in the beginning. But that maybe like that week later, I just started having a funny feeling about it. I was just, something didn't set right with me. Because I'm like, now that he's out, I don't know how to interact with him like I did when he was locked up. And it was weird to me because I thought it was going to be like a instant connection, but it wasn't. I had no type of connection with him. It was so dead that I would literally have to force myself. And I don't like force myself or doing anything that I don't want to do. So especially when I have to force my feelings, it's just going to turn me off all the way. Like, you know, it was, when we got together, it was okay, but it was awkward. Like, I didn't call him bae in front of him. I mean, kissing him, it was weird doing it. It was just weird. It was weird as hell being around this man. And I kept trying to figure out, like, what is wrong? Eventually, shit just went downhill. I mean, shit just was a hot mess. Was finding out a whole bunch of stuff under the wrap. At the end of the day, this man had a whole girlfriend. He lied about and said that pretty much it ain't that serious, something like that. It was so serious. She was naive, just like my ass, because she thought he lied to her, telling her that I was just a friend, blah, blah, blah. But it was more than that to me. He lied to me about her, just a whole bunch of lying. The thing is about talking to dudes in jail, they are so good at it. They will literally tell you what you want to hear. And that's the sad thing about it. Like, it's really sad. You know, I even, well, I am being honest, he thought that I wasn't sleeping with anyone. I was just saving myself for him. Baby, no. I just told you that because, you know, I mean, what are you gonna do if I tell you that I was having sex with other people? Nothing. But now that I'm being honest, you know, I was definitely having sex. I wasn't saving myself for him. That's one thing I didn't do. So high five to my ass, because that's one thing I did not fucking do. But anyway, I did get my feelings involved. I'm not gonna lie. When I found out all that stuff, my feelings were hurt. And that's why I did not have a connection with him, because I'm so big on vibes. And me and his vibe was just like, it was like two magnets trying to go. It just would not go. Like, I couldn't bring myself to call him nicknames in public. I could, like, when we would go out together, he'll be up, I'll be behind, or vice versa. It was such a strange ass relationship. I was glad when the shit just was over. I was so glad, because it was like a monkey off my back. The worst thing that I could have ever done was waste my time with him. But I had to go through it because I had to learn a lesson and everything else like that. So being that, you know, this story time was about that, I just really ask anyone or tell anyone, you know, it's not worth it. Like, it's really not worth messing with somebody in jail, because when they're in there, they're one person. They're the person that you want them to be when they get out, but that is not gonna happen. Like, to be completely honest with you, 9 times out of 10, it's not gonna happen. They're gonna do that. They're gonna get out and be right for maybe the first 2 weeks when they get home, but after that, you can close that shit in the trash bag. It ain't gonna happen. It's just gonna be very weird. It's gonna be a bunch of arguments. You're gonna start finding out a lot of things. Like, I went to this dude's house. I went in this motherfucker drawer and he was writing some bitch in another facility. Like, I'm like, bro, you just got home. Like, this is why I really get heated. Because this motherfucker literally was home and he was talking to somebody else in jail. And my heart dropped because I'm like, is this shit old? Like, no, that was from last year. Like, she was like, yeah, babe, I'm glad you home. Send me some. Because she was in prison. So she can get pictures and stuff like that. And when I had just got out the shower. I called my best friend. I'm like, bitch, I found a letter. I'm starting to read the letter. And I know you're not supposed to go through the stuff, but so fucking wet. I went through the shit and I found it. This bitch had letters from her. And mind you, I only seen her letters. So I can only imagine what he was writing to her. It was probably the same shit he was writing to my ass and the next bitch. So, you know, the girl's like, yeah, babe, your niece got so big. I'm like, I felt like I was in the Twilight Zone. I put my clothes on, and he wasn't there. He had stepped out. I put my clothes on so fucking fast, threw that letter on the bed, and just left. Because at that point, I already knew, like, you know what? Fuck this shit. But of course, after everything simmered down and was over with, I went back to his ass. The last straw was when a bitch was tagging him on Facebook, and I'm just like, what's going on? After all that, I ended the whole thing. He ended up going back to jail. I was like, you know what? I don't want to fuck with you no more. I cut it off on his birthday. I was like, happy birthday, but I don't want to fuck with you no more. I don't know what the fuck you think this is, you know? And I deaded it. Like, it was just, to me, I had started to find more respect for myself because I didn't deserve that. Like, I did a lot and I could have done more, but I didn't. But I did enough that he still, you know what I'm saying, stumped on my heart, disrespecting me. At the end of the day, he didn't care like he said he did. So again, the dude that you met in jail is not going to be the dude that you get when you get out of jail. If you are talking to somebody in jail or have dealt with, dealing with, whatever the case is, I know me personally, this is my personal story. I will never, ever deal with somebody else in jail again. I don't care if it's the last guy on earth. I will never do that because that's just time you don't get back. And I'm not bitter about the situation anymore whatsoever, but I did want to share that because it's just like, they really be having you fucked up. And he had me fucked up. He really had me fucked up to even carry the situation like that. If he just would have been straight up from the beginning, like, you know what, I just want to have sex when I get out from time to time, I would have been like, fine, because at least you're being honest. At least you don't got my feelings involved, because when my feelings get involved, that's when I get serious. So, with all that being said, moral of the story is, know your worth. Do not talk to jail people. Don't do it. Please don't. Like, I'm really not trying to offend anybody, but it's just, it's not going to be the same after a few weeks or even a month. It's really not. And it's like, it's sad to say, but just don't cut yourself up. So again, thank you for listening to my story. I will be telling more stories as well, but I hope everybody will remain safe through this time, through this corona. You know, don't forget to like and subscribe and leave me comments. Thanks, guys.